Yo, I'm back, baby. Episode 47, Killer Cam. Let me get a recap of what happened. This is Officer Bubbles. The Rockets in the conference finals now. Game 1. Slap hands. Yeah, I played the Spurs. Like I said, watch the next game. It's going to be a blowout. Next game was a blowout. We won. Then the next game was down to the wire because it was in San Antonio. 2K funny like that, man. I don't even understand like that. Like, I don't mind the game being close, but don't try to make it seem like we struggling to do what I can normally do. Is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Tucker in at the 3 spot. Or you just have them doing silly stuff. Like, I just don't like silly mechanics going on. You got them not doing basketball related moves, stuff like that. You pass it in. It's clear that they should take the shot, they pass it out. That don't make sense to do that. Harden missing again. It's close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And he makes that one. And the Rockets beat the Warriors 4-3 in the series. So I don't like. I mean, I like playing the Warriors, but at the same time, I don't want to play the Warriors when it comes down to the playoffs and stuff. Because it absolutely makes no sense to have to play them. And did they change my lineup back to my old lineup? They did. See, that's another thing. 2K just does whatever it wants to do. As far as when it comes down to my sleeves not being on, I have to make sure all my gear's on. I have to make sure my lineup's on. And so since I just played with the same lineup this morning that I have Grant Smith on the starting lineup, Lou and Gallinari coming off the bench, Wells starting, stuff like that. They switched all of that. And they only do it whenever they only do it randomly. Like, for the most part, the roster stays the same. When I got Tariq Black playing, he was playing like trash. Worse than what most of my centers are playing. All my centers play like trash for the most part. It's like, bro, come on. Man, this is ridiculous. We'll see how this goes. Tariq Black ain't played probably like 40 games. Like, real talk. They've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Here's Hardaway. And then it's like 2K get a clue what I'm trying to do. Sad part about Grant Smith is not better than Tariq Black. He just been playing better than him. I had Grant Smith playing like in the conversation of Rookie of the Year. That's another reason why I be getting on my teammates, because I know what they're capable of. Because you play a whole season with them. And then some people, you know what they do in real life. Like Blake. Best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though. This is what Lou's supposed to be doing, making shots. That's why Lou got benched. Houston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Harden on the wing. Ball outside. Yeah, let's go. Passes to Capella. That one goes careening off the glass. Man. Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. Yeah, they're going to have whatever, CP. First quarter of basketball. You pull a LeBron right there. I noticed that on 2K. LeBron, he ain't trying to get dunked on in the game. LeBron will back up or let you do what you have to do. Unless he can catch you from behind and block you or something. And hardest shot selection, mostly 3-pointers or attacking. That's how he achieves his incredible efficiency. To the right side. And the wide open shot from Griffin. And again, that's what you're supposed to do if you're standing on the perimeter. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. You better know so. They got Rondo on their team.
And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Second, Chris Paul. And, of course, James Harden.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
Screen by Capella. Three-pointer. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
The grill. The grill. Come on, let's go.
Clippers leading by 11.
I'm calling for the ball. What you gonna do?
Hardaway.
Pass it right back.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Some players can get the box out occasionally. He's a rarity who welcomes the contact and really takes pride in getting great position for every rebound.
Come on,
now,
go.
Here's Tucker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Bosch now top of the key. Six on the shot
Bosch up in this one.
Pass to Capella.
Oh my God.
And that
He
one
almost just bodied you, nigga.
Highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt
Lost
to
the
try
ball.
to finish that alley-oop.
What you gonna do, Gallinari?
Still should have went for something better than that.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
So the wing on the left. Harden outside. That's a nice passing there by Houston. With the shot. Paul's shot is off.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
Blake act like he played point guard. Look at this.
Williams.
Now you gonna call for the ball. Watch.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Over Paul. And again, the Clippers good for two.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Screen by Capella.
Come on, Harden. What you gonna do?
Here's Tucker.
Oh, Tucker.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Tucker's got his
y'all
first
leave that
bucket
nigga
of the game,
open.
and he's on the board for three.
You know you can shoot, right?
Hardaway with it. He's got 10. Here's Black. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets trail by 13.
They all the same.
And here's Tucker.
The same.
On the wing, Harden. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And Capella is very efficient down deep, using his muscle to get off the shots he wants inside.
Boy, y'all need to do something about them outlet passes.
Don't
get me wrong, there's enough air for somebody to tip that one. I'll give you that, but I'm just saying, like, bro.
Ball outside. Here's Tucker.
Y'all won't even throw it in the area sometimes.
On the triple.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Nobody near Williams. Buries it from three-point range.
Now everybody's making shots.
Williams has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers. The Rockets shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Harden the pass to Capella. Griffin with the steal. Now it's Griffin running. Here he goes. Sailing in. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
Low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
But sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Yeah, getting there
James Harden.
before the defense can set
Pull
up.
it.
Now, it's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Hardaway kicks to Black.
How are you staying on the perimeter as a big? You're not a special big. You.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's on Chris Bosh.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Robinson's checked in for Chris Bosh. Hardaway hits them both. Here's Paul. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some.
This is who I'm being compared to. You know how the NBA does.
Well, this is
compared to
as a coach,
CP3.
you wonder,
If this was real life, that's what would be happening. You get compared to CP3.
Should I let him play through it?
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going.
The question would already be, is he better than CP3?
Your matchups, make sure you're maximizing
Stats.
the potential of each one.
From year to year, yeah. Overall, no. Because CP3's been playing for a long time. What I need to get is Defensive Player of the Year. That would be a. That would put me on. I already got a championship. I already got 2 MVPs. Even though they haven't done they don't do the awards until the end like they actually did in real life this year. But the statues are in my case, which I'm so glad 2K did that. It's just optics, man. Sometimes it's like 2K failed on certain things last year, and it's like that used to bug me. On multiple champion, you're gonna have all my Player of the Years on the wall, but you're not gonna have Player of the Week on the wall or Player of the Month also. Like those are dime a dozen. That can happen anytime. Like, but that MVP, those championships, trophies and all that stuff, you got to put multiple ones on there. They had one of each thing I did. So I actually did get Defensive Player of the Year twice with Cycling Insanity. I got 4 championships. And Chris Paul, the bucket on the assist from Tucker. 1 with Sacramento, 2 with the Bulls, 1 with the 76ers.
Setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin.
Come on, go.
Been the key.
Hardaway, Robinson with the block.
Wow.
Williams against Harden.
Anyway, but yeah, and then they didn't show that in your lodge because I never got the high rise. That's another mistake 2K made. They had some kind of little only thing you could do to get that, and nobody was getting that route to get to the high rise. Everybody's meeting the soccer player to get the lodge. It's like, bro, come on, man. It should just show up just because your level of play. And then this year they just went overboard. They went, oh, well, you just already have it. So you gotta make up a story in your mind. It's like, why in the world we got a high rise? Everybody trying to G-check you, all Kyrie and everybody like, how'd you get this? And so like, first of all, we in LA. Well, my character is. So what'd you expect me to do? Second of all, is DJ. So that's what the story I went with. I'm like, everybody gonna make it seem like you ain't getting money. I'm out there getting money before I even got in the NBA. It's DJ. It's LA. LA's very diverse. So there's not at the realm of possibility that you could have DJ'd in several spots for somebody and made some relatively good enough money. Or the third thing is you can go with he's living outside of his means until he gets this NBA contract. And in my second year, I've got the big the second contract. It's a big contract for me. For what, my guy's like 21, 22 now in the game. So that's a big contract for him. 24 million. Something like that. What else? Come on, man.
Coach told me they want to come out,
be skittish,
and set the tone early. He said if we can find a way to take this first game, it gives us a
yeah, it is your bag. Anderson.
If they do, Kevin, just like that, they'd have.
How you gonna do your fellow alumni like that?
Okay, David, thanks.
I do like this about 2K. 2K will allow you to wear your ankle braces regardless of what you have on, socks, sleeves, whatever. It just lets you overlap stuff, certain things. Live would be like, nah, if you wearing high tops, you can't wear this ankle brace, which kind of makes sense. I sometimes try to put those Kobe.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
Try to put those Kobe elite
Now Rondo, he's had some playing time.
But there's just a certain way I want to wear stuff. The reason why I like live is you can. They got changed that on both games. The sleeves, man. What happened to the first team sleeve and the second team sleeve? Because me, I like to. See, if I could have put the second team on this one, I could have probably had red or white sleeves.
Hardaway has got 20.
In that situation.
Under him this quarter. Their lead safe as long as he's on the floor.
Harden the best.
Or I could have flip-flopped. I could have one red on one arm and black on the other arm.
And he could not get
the same thing with my legs. I mean, the socks are going to be the same. And they didn't. That's another thing I don't like. They changed the socks. You have no diversity in the socks. I like wearing high socks, but I like the socks they had in 17. In 17, I had so many diverse team color socks.
Clippers with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Hardaway with it.
Honestly, these high socks, this is the best they look is when they're white, when they're black with the white stripes.
Against Hardaway.
But yeah, I would kind of like my knee sleeves to be different colors and my arm sleeves. Like, you can't go wrong with black. Don't get me wrong. I like wearing black, but it's more about having options. Same thing with live. They got team sleeves, but they don't have second team sleeves. Not that I've seen of as far as opening up the boxes, the crates.
Yeah, particularly on offense.
Personally, I like playing both of the games. I don't care what a lot of y'all guys have apprehension about live is worse or whatever this situation, or live is better, because you hear people like Broski. I watch some of his clips. He loves live. I'm like 30. I'm almost like 30 years old, like, so been playing live since I was like,
right off the opening tip, they've been relentless.
Since it started, basically. So there's a nostalgia element for me to want to go back and play live in the first place. To hope they do better, because I don't want 2K to fall into a Madden situation, which it seems like they're kind of dipping into that road. Don't get me wrong, the game is good as far as the gameplay. Everybody is talking about, you know, the optics of it and stuff like that. It looks good as far as that goes, but there's just little things that get on our nerves as far as the gameplay. There's certain things that we can do that some of the stuff they fixed and some of the stuff they didn't. And to me, it shows up a whole lot more in my career, because you can only control one player and and your other players just start playing like trash for you.
Continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Count it good.
He has put forth an outstanding.
Like right now, they're playing good. It's in my favor this game. As soon as we get to Houston, it may not be my favor. Actually, game 2 might not be. Game 2 may be a struggle. Because you know the plan is always, when you're the lower seed, is to split the home game. I mean the away game, whatever.
There's a screen by Robinson. To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. Molinari passes to Decker. Right through the knee for the layup.
But yeah,
offensively they've done a great job here of staying in.
I don't want them to fall into that Madden situation. Like, Madden has it on lock only because you don't have competition, but you don't get better from year to year. Like, this Madden was pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not elevating to a point where you just like, oh man, this game's so awesome or something like that, like we used to do back in the day. Like, some people's favorite Maddens are like 04. Mine's 05. 04 is Vic, and Vic was like crazy dominant on that game, so that's one reason why that's Vic's, people's favorite one, but Vic was still dominant in 05. It's just that I like Ray Lewis. I like the trailer when it came on, the intro when it came on with Ray Lewis hitting the snot out of somebody. And then them saying their, motto, EA Sports is in the game, and then
guide to get in that locker room. So I always have a
stuff like that. So that was one of my favorite ones.
Just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in.
And that might have been the best the Eagles was in that Madden series. 05, 06 is probably the best. 06 is McNabb's on the cover, so probably the best that the Eagles has been in.
Williams and Gallinari at the 2 and the 3. Then there's Hardaway Then there's Griffin, and it's Black in at the center.
That'll be interesting. Who gets on the cover this time? This year. All I know is the Eagles got to be pretty good coming off of what we've done this year on Madden. So this probably for my team, this probably be a marquee year on Madden.
Hardaway kicks to Griffin. Back to Hardaway. Shoots from the line.
Wow.
And the shot
not driving in on that, I guess, today. But yeah, I just don't want them to get complacent.
And Tucker kicks to Harden.
I'd rather both of them coexist and get each other to play, make the best game possible. I like playing basketball games. That's why most of my streams and most of my content, yeah, every now and then I just posted a Naruto video, so every now and then I'll post videos of video games that I have, because I play different video games because I'm a gamer by nature. But
and he can't get the first one.
Basketball, actually just sports games in general, a lot of times is like kind of like my,
he hits the second from the line.
Not necessarily my first love, because I think a lot of us were playing Sonic and stuff like that when we first started playing games.
And that one clearly a foul.
But yeah, sports games, NBA Jams, Coach K,
the Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
What? Live, in the zone, Madden, Game Day, NFL Blitz. Like, I used to play NHL sometimes, not very much, but you know, I gotta get back in soccer. I like actually playing soccer games, FIFA and stuff like that. I had World Cup one year. That was dope. I got FIFA also, but I mean, I got one of the old FIFAs, or older FIFAs, not old, not back in the day FIFA.
Few who have ever played this game have,
but like 2012, probably something like that. But yeah, sports and shooting games is some of my favorite type of games. Even though I may not be that, I'm relatively decent in most games, give or take.
For Houston, they've gotten some
average.
field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter.
No, I don't think ever above average in certain things. Maybe basketball, because basketball I play a little bit more, so maybe a little bit over above average. I'm not trying to give myself too much.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. And the first
actually,
one,
FIFA, I was pretty good at FIFA though.
Hardaway hits them both.
Shooting games, I haven't played those in a while. I want to get Call of Duty so I can stream that crap. Broke nigga bros, nobody watches my streams too, so right now I literally have nobody watching. And I'm rambling on as though I have 100. I guess that's what you're supposed to do. That's what preachers say. That's what rappers say. Perform like you were performing 500 versus 500,000. So I just try to keep talking about something game related. Sometimes other things leak out.
It just seems like the more he
this is random chatter, but most of the time I just talk about the game or complain. Like I'm not gonna big up the opposition. Every now and then I'll say good luck or something like that, because it was a dope highlight or something like a dope shot or something like that. But no, I'm not trying to big up the other team. I'm gonna complain.
Big numbers in what was a really good performance.
That's just the reality of the situation. I'm gonna complain. If you watch my last 2 streams,
it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard
I lost those games. I'm gonna complain the whole game. I'm gonna complain when I'm winning. Look at this. Oh, come on, man. Rebound. See? Complaining. And I know Capella's good, don't get me wrong. Capella has gotten so good at this point, now he's feeling himself. Talking we better than the Warriors. I'm like,
and just not able to find the target from three-point
I want to see
range
that conference
here in the
finals.
second
Don't
quarter.
get me wrong.
He did knock down one in the first.
But you might not be better than the Warriors right now.
And the layup is good.
Now, was it valid for what KD saying? That's what people say they do. That's his role. That's his position. What are you talking about? You don't even play the point guard. I understand you can get the ball on your own because you're a ball handler, but let's stop it, man. Because CP3 or Harden give him the ball. That's what. No, the nigga plays defense. Stop trying to play. Don't diminish what the other guy does. Especially someone who always cries about somebody, about the media trying to twist and turn what he says and stuff like that. Don't knock another player in the league. The reality of the situation is, if you're a big, your role ain't supposed to be unless you that talented. Cat, Cousins, Anthony Davis, like there's certain ones out there. I'm going to expect you to score. But if you Capella, DeAndre Jordan, Andrew Bogut, Tristan Thompson, those type of niggas, that's supposed to be your role anyways. And it ain't like some of them, and Tristan Thompson ain't getting any better anyways. Somebody brought that up on First Take or something like that. I was watching, I was like, he's not Rose. I'm like, you are right. He's not gotten better. And he got paid. Prime example, Jimmy Butler hedged his bets that year when he was in Chicago before he got paid.
Stolen by Harden.
He's like, no, I'm not going to take the payment right now. He delayed that situation for him. He hedged his bets because every year he had worked on his offensive game. He's already a pretty good defensive player game coming out of Marquette. That is what you're supposed to do, Tristan Thompson. And now you're sitting on the bench. And honestly, I bet you Chloe's praying you get traded to LA or something like that, because they've been talking about DeAndre Jordan. I bet you Chloe wants him to go to LA. Tristan probably at this point is probably convinced he wants to go to LA too. Which I wouldn't mind seeing DeAndre Jordan to see, because he gotta get something, man. The Cavs can't play no defense, and honestly, we kind of know it's just gonna be the Cavs and the Warriors again, unless Boston's able to elevate it to a whole nother situation. I mean, you can't discount some of the teams that are in the East now, because they actually are getting a little bit better. Toronto always feel like they're getting a raw deal in the conversation. But the reason why you're getting a raw deal, Toronto, is because when the postseason starts, neither one of your best players can shoot consistently enough, especially Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, there's always an APV out for Kyle Lowry in the postseason the last couple of years. So let's not try to act like, oh, y'all getting so disrespected. You are not making shots. You need to make shots. Y'all go on droughts in the postseason.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a huge scoring night for you so far. Where did all this offense come from? Thanks, VA.
I need you to get to work on eye placement on this. There's times where your eyes go up out of your head, and that's not what you would do when you're talking to, especially to a legend like David Aldridge. Get Doris Burke. I don't know what you got to do to get Doris Burke, but you've got a lot of Mountain Dew, Reese Puffs, all this type of money. Pay the lady whatever you want to get her face in the game. All we need is Doris Burke to interview us in the finals when we win the championship. That's all I need you to do. Yeah, we got the voice and all that stuff. Screw that. It's the dopest thing to, at the end of the game, to be. You want to get. It's an NBA game. You want to get interviewed by or talk to people legendary like that.
You know, and as effective as he was at
prime example, on 17, it was dope to have legends come to your house. Why did you get rid of that?
I mean, it's just his ability to play above the rim. Led to some
the legend this year on the cover was Shaq. Kyrie came to the house. Shaq does come to the house. Kobe coming to the house, and I'm not even a Kobe fan. I always say that. Kobe coming to year 4 is one of the greatest things ever. And that's me coming from somebody that's not really even a fan of Kobe. One reason he's a Laker. I'm a Bulls fan. Kobe's always compared to Jordan.
Another unleash chaos moment.
Come on, back-to-back turnovers.
Excellent perspective on the play.
And a foul.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
This is how Game 5 was against the Spurs.
The Rockets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
I started, they'll just upload it.
Take a break.
But when you upload it straight off of PlayStation, there's no sound or anything, because 2K, I guess, has restrictions on their sounds or something. I don't know. I don't have problems like that with my other games. I could just, like, not have my voice commentary on here, live commentary on here.
No good on the second free throw. LA is gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight.
Okay, 3 back-to-back. That was my fault on purpose because I did not have to pass the ball at all.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Well, the first 2 was like these little stupid little.
5 assists in the game.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you. Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw it done like that in a game.
But yeah, they got the 2K got to change that crap. Because live, I can post it without even trying to do my live commentary. Even though this is what I like to do. I like to stream the games I play.
Here's Tucker. Bangs home the
I really have live.
Tucker's got 10 points in the
my
game.
Live reaction to certain things that I've done in the game.
To begin the half.
Hardaway kicks to Griffin.
Ooh, God, dog.
Over Bosch.
That's another thing. You can't get stuck in their defense just because, yeah, they can play good defense. I don't have a problem with that. If I can move my joystick, I should be able to move around them. Because in real life, if he's trying to hold on me, I can get away from him. So stop that crap, 2K. Where you got people holding on to you. If they're holding on to you, chances are that's a foul.
Hardaway against Paul.
Get off me, CP3. You're not supposed to be here, Bosch.
Killing them right now.
Here is Harden. He's got 22.
Don't throw it off.
Now here's Paul. Screen by Capella. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
2K.
Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with
you tripping. CP3's not doing that. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. That goes on in the game. And that's computer doing it this time, which helps us out. That's fine for me, but I'm just saying, like, really? He made a mistake like that?
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Williams kicks to Gallinari.
Wow, that's pussy, man. You a shooter, right?
Hardaway against Paul.
You ain't got 16? You got 16 in the clip?
Good shot from Hardaway.
Lou. You supposed to be sweet Lou, right? You ain't got 16 in the clip? Come on, man.
Called the Rockets.
Yeah, he's got a.
All I'm saying is pull the burner out, man. Let's go. You gonna jab step? So you pump faking out here.
Talk about the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication.
Body that nigga, man. If he not in your face, go ahead and shoot that. Hey, he's supposed to be like Nori. He's supposed to be a shooter.
Drills the three-pointer.
Look at that. No hesitation. Drill three-pointer.
Straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
I'm about to get hold of the ball too long.
There's the dish to Black. Back to Hardaway.
Wow. That is pussy, man.
And here's Gallinari outside.
You ain't no choice to take a shot that time. You gonna really pump fake a jab step with nobody on you.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Here's Teodosic. No good on the three. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 15-6 run.
That's off.
A nice shot by Tucker.
Okay,
good movement there. And the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Hardaway against ball. And it's Hardaway with the jam.
Come on, let's go. What you doing, man? Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
To have some skill to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Ball kicks to Harden.
Harden.
Went
Fell for it.
in there and tried to power it down, but
Just like everybody in real life fell for it. That's why I can compare myself to somebody like Harden on this game, because it's like, that's one thing I can do, and get people to foul me. So I got a little bit of Harden in me. Got a little bit of Westbrook. Well, I always say I'm a Westbrook. Kyrie hybrid. This complex would be asking that an everyday struggle. The 52nd John Rule still no. Ice Cube son.
The Rockets also changing it up. Anderson
Ironically, that's what listen to Ice Cube. Ice
Cube's
Cube's son he said what his reaction was as a little kid. That's all that was. And if you listen to the interview, you know that's what that was. He brought it up. Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr. brought that up.
Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
And a lot of people did that. John can get mad about that, but that's the reality of the situation.
That's why he is such an
and yeah, maybe I'm biased because I'm the hugest 50 Cent fan in that situation. But the reality of the situation is when you listen to the interview, O'Shea brought it up. He said he threw the CD out his grandma's car or something like that as soon as 50 Cent came out. And then O'Shea tweeted him back and was like, bruh, chill. This is coming from a 11-year-old perspective. That's what he did when he was 11. It happened, y'all. A lot of people did that. Sorry. I didn't like you before. I'm going to keep it a buck. I did not like y'all before that. And niggas can act like everybody liked them during that time. Not everybody did. The thing about me is, the reason why I really like John like that, because people say, well, 50 did the same thing. That would be your retort to that. Kill that noise. 50 did not sound like that when he so-called did that. When he did the little so-called sing song, he was not trying to hit notes. John was on record trying to hit notes. That is the most annoying thing to people who can actually sing. The songs were dope, especially when Shanti got on record. You go, oh man, you can go back and listen to the song and go, oh yeah, John had it. I'm telling you, at my age, that's probably around 10 or something like that myself. Wasn't messing with y'all like that. Sorry, wasn't.
Nene, the screen. Rondo kicks to Nene. They set the screen.
Did not like his voice. That's a big, for hip hop, that's a big thing for me anyways.
Clippers leading by 15.
And you go, well, you like DMX.
Here's Hardaway. Terrific design on the
DMX had heart.
Hardaway has got 60.
And DMX voice is a little bit different too. I like Jadakiss too. And Jadakiss and DMX don't have those type of songs either. That's just, they probably have some, but I mean, like, you know, Jaha had all these songs. Like I'm coming through that era where it's like heavy gangster music, so he's like not trying to hear that. I'm trying to hear you pull out the burner, pop one on the floor, pop one in his chest, type of stuff. Something crazy like that. Kicking the door, waking the fofo type of ish. That's what we was trying to listen to.
Harden's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Well, the rest of the team is searching for their.
Now, if it's R&B, don't get me wrong, it's R&B. Because I'm a big Monica fan. I love Tyrese, you know, Alicia Keys, stuff like that. But I wasn't rocking with Ja from the beginning.
Rockets trail by 19.
But yeah, I'm just saying, like, this whole beef thing, like, first of all, 50 is mad petty. The two most pettiest rappers that I know of, to me, is 50 Cent and Cameron. Nori claims he's so petty, but Nori has cross beef relationships. He's friends with 50 Cent. He's friends with Ja Rule. He's friends with Rick Ross. He's friends with, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's friends with Fat Joe. He's friends with Jay-Z, even though they squashed that situation. But, you know, he's friends with Cameron. He's friends with Mace. He's friends with rappers. So, like, Nori kind of doesn't count as far as being petty. I know what he means that he's saying he's petty because he don't let certain things go. But as far as a rapper, being a rapper petty, Nori had his moments, obviously, because he's told stories on Drink Champs. I love Drink Champs. I love the podcast. If you're a hip-hop head, you need to go watch Drink Champs, and even though nobody's watching mine, so it doesn't really matter what I say about Drink Champs. Doesn't matter what I say about anything on this stream. It's not like anybody's listening, but I'm just saying.
Go on the attack, drive the lane, force the defense in the foul.
Just saying, Drink Champs is dope.
Both shots good for
but
the strike.
50 and Cam, like Cam keeps bringing up about Maze. Like, just go to listen to the catalog.
Wow, we are going to remember.
Go listen to the catalog. 50 said the same thing. Any opportunity he had.
That was really special.
Actually, O'Shea kind of lobbed that one to 50 because 50 didn't want to talk about. We're talking about Ja.
Back to Harden.
He talked about Ja in a while. Big boy popped that question. What would you do if you were? And honestly, 50 did see him in the plane, but you can't do that in the plane. You're going to get locked up quick if you do something stupid on the plane. So you can't even have altercation, even if you got crazy beef like that. And this ain't 2003 either, so it might have happened in 2003. Them niggas that stupid might have been that stupid in 2003 to do that.
Robinson's got his second basket. Hardaway against Rondo.
But yeah, another thing is, why y'all getting on Twitter doing this crap? Like I said, didn't nobody say nothing about him. O'Shea did. Big boy asked, what would happen if y'all got an altercation? They're not going to be around these circles at this point of the game. They're not going to be around these circles. It started happening early anyways. When 50 started elevated, it started happening anyways. This award shows like, we can't invite you if 50's going to be there. Especially if he's winning an award. They're not going to do it. They don't want this. They don't want to have that confrontation.
You look at Hardaway, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And of course,
most platforms are going to be like, nah, we going to take one or the other. Whoever's hotter, that's what we're going to take at this point. They don't want those problems.
That's good on the assist for Hardaway. Hardaway's got assist number 7 for him.
So it was already happening from the beginning. Once he started elevating beyond him.
And it's blocked by Hardaway.
They don't get invited like that to the same platform. And honestly, don't nobody care about Ja at this point. You could make a case that nobody don't care about Fitz but Fitz stay relevant just because he opened his mouth all the time. People act like he can't do what he do though. That's another thing I never understand. You can tell I'm a Stan fan. Because I don't see the falling off like y'all niggas see the falling off.
You're exactly right, Kevin. When your point man is sailing to the rim,
I see promotion falling off when Curtis was about to come out.
Good on the shot.
And Rondo
Or
is
before
a
I self-destruct came out.
one of the best passing
But they
point
don't
guards
promote it like they
our
were
game has
promoting
ever seen.
anything. You promote Curtis like that, Curtis is another platinum. And it might be platinum at this point. Don't act like you want to rock it till I get money. And straight to the bank.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets.
The amusement park,
and it's going to be 2 free throws.
it may not be one of his best songs, but amusement park was a single. It had plays. So
it's his first trip to the line. That free throw good for Anderson.
that one was very popular song too. And I don't even think amusement park is that's great compared to a lot of the songs
Los
on
Angeles
Curtis.
leading by 21.
Curtis was supposed to be commercial. This is my argument about Curtis. Curtis was supposed to be commercially successful. Mary J. Blige, Robin Thicke, Timberland, Justin Timberlake. Obviously a Young Buck on there. Obviously, I think he had Tony Ayo. You know, I don't think he had Banks on the song.
Harden's got 40 points.
He is just self-willing his team right now.
I mean, I named enough people to tell you why it should have been commercially successful. I didn't name Mary J. Blige, name Timberland, you know, that's why it should have been commercially successful. It went gold.
With the 3-point shot. Rockets trail by 21.
Like I said, by now it could be platinum.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll
depending on
here.
who's streaming it. Well, at this point, who's streaming it? Depending on, because it's been out for a while. Like time goes by fast. You don't know what people are listening to. Continue to listen to in that situation.
The first one falls. Ball's checked in for the Rockets.
So that's just around the situation.
And both free throws good for Anderson.
But anybody in my top 5, I'm going to ride hard for them. Actually, anybody in my top 10, I'm going to ride hard for them. As far as discussing their talents or whatever.
You just don't see.
Because my top 5 like 50, J, Nas, M, T.I.
You're exactly right, Kevin.
That's a solid top 5. I don't care what anybody says.
With that level of explosiveness, infallible.
Oh, they got both of us playing shooting guard.
Clippers leading by 21.
That should have been a crossover. Why is it such a delay when you want to do what you want to do? On the dribbling.
Outside Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
When I want to dribble, then they wants to do some whack stuff. Oh wow! Did he make it though?
I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And not so fast.
I won't look in the clock now.
The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And guys, big games.
I try to have the CP3 scruff.
In the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant
At one point, I had
replay.
scruff on my face.
They get the call right.
Actually, his is neater than what the template they have on the barbershop. Because his actually looks like a full beard, just low. Where's the clock, guys? When you do the official review. You literally did not show the clock on that.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Whatever. The game said he did. I don't really care. We're winning. It looked like to me, man, anyways. Just from a live perspective.
Here to stay for situations just like that.
And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've had active hands and, of course, a lot of turnovers in this one. We come back right after this. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, so we'll see how much things change up here. And here is Paul. Griffin is out there with Decker. Then there's Wells. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Let's see, bam, bam. That's just me.
At 6.
Gotta get some views some way.
And it's Paul penetrating.
And Beverly just goes all out on defense, which is what allows him to come up with these. Whoa!
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
That's gotta be one of my favorite diss songs of all time. I'm talking to you.
Shot off the pick, and he can't bank that one in. Clippers
see what they do with the ball. Stay on the side.
Good on the three-point shot.
Good job, Wells.
Incredible shooting there from Wells. Definitely a threat to sink those perimeter shots.
Here's Ennis.
The goon hit the room, and that's asking what this all about.
Ball outside, plenty of space. Decker with the rebound.
Come on, let's go.
Decker's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Wide open.
Of
course.
Target from outside.
When I pass it to you, you don't make the shot. Okay.
To start the 4th quarter.
In transition, wide open.
Anderson outside. And he's fouled.
And you foul.
Hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
2 shots, gentlemen. Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Anderson. For the Clippers, Bryce Johnson, he's checked in for well. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Rondo kicks to Robinson.
What it is, partner? You better keep it proper. You know what it is, partner. Kiss the light work. Ain't you got it, partner?
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Los Angeles has gotten 3.
But yeah, that's got to be one of my favorite diss. I'm talking to you, T.I.
And it's Hardaway with the jam.
That is not possible.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people say, you know, hit 'em up, Tupac. That's one of the best, don't get me wrong. But when you do your top 5, you got to do ones that a lot of times that you really like. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people gonna say that like that one because that resonated. That's a heavy one. For me, it's like I'm talking to you. No Vaseline, even though I didn't hear it when it actually came out. That's Ice Cube. Obviously, I'm gonna pick a 51. Takeover, love Takeover. People go Ether, I go Takeover. Takeover, Dissected, Nas. It made you go. See, Ether's good because Ether says all the mad disrespectful things that you would say to the average person. You gay. You look like this. You look like that. On a beat, on a really good beat, on a guy who's very, very witty, very lyrical, and very popular. So it works. But Jay said this and that and the other and took shots at Mobb Deep, and you're going, whoa, hold on. What?
Paul's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer.
I mean, Kevin, even
some of that stuff you go, wait a minute.
Varies these shots consistently. Hard is just
this true.
Better offense beating solid defense.
At some point, Nas did kind of decline in that time, and then jumped on the Uchi Wally Wally record, which is not actually his record. So he mentions that.
There's a screen by Robinson.
He mentions, are you trying to be a prophet, or are you trying to, or is it Uchi Wally Wally? Are you trying to be a prophet? He broke down stuff like that. He questioned Prodigy, whether Prodigy was actually gangster, because he's always talking about, you know, R.I.P. to Prodigy, one of my favorite rappers. But yeah, he questioned, you know, so he listened to Takeover, you go, wow, he dissected it.
When the defense is not right up on.
That's another problem I have, is what Jay-Z is like. How is he overrated when his peers literally big him up? That's the question you need to ask in your mind when you're talking about sports, when you're talking about hip hop. When you talking about different type of people, why in the world would that person be overrated as a ball player or as a hip hop artist if majority of their peers rock with them? Take out the little beefs and all that stuff like that, because some people got beefs, some heavy beefs, especially my man 50.
So 1 for 2 that time.
But yeah, like, take out the beefs and stuff like that. Most people are pretty much cool with 50. And you got people like Snoop Dogg that's cool with 50 and stuff like that. Even Diddy was like, I don't know what the problem is. He loves me. Like, I understand what Diddy's saying to a certain extent. Fifth kind of says stuff for promotion. Not saying it's not real. It's not coming from a place. And Fifth pretty much just said he was fruity. He didn't say he was like actually gay. He's just like, yo. He moved differently. It's weird how Puff moved at times.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rondo.
And if you look at Jadakiss and Fab, they might not say they felt some type of way in that situation, but what they did on video was just like, okay. And you can't tell me him saying daddy wasn't weird. I like how you doing that, daddy. Nah, man. Especially if you, like most of us from Drink Champ, if you're Drink Champ Army or part of the, the movement, most of you are probably around my age. So when a nigga call you daddy, and they're not your daddy, I mean, you not their daddy or something, it's gonna look like it's gay. It's gonna give you that kind of energy. You be like, yo, this nigga, something wrong with this nigga.
Pass to Ennis. Here's the screen. Pocket 6. Inside. Count the basket.
So, I mean, like, but I'm just saying,
off the screen, something they work on every day in practice.
Back to what I was saying about underrated. I mean, people being overrated and stuff like that. When their peers say that, like, the reason why Michael Jordan is the GOAT in most people's eyes is because Magic said it. It's because Barkley said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Larry Bird said it. You see what where I'm going with this? It don't really matter what us fans say sometimes, because there's a lot of biased stuff coming in. As a Detroit fan, do they love Jordan? Not many gonna admit they love Jordan because they're a Detroit fan. It's the same thing with me. I'm biased when it comes to Kobe, cause I'm a Jordan fan. I still give him respect, though, especially when it got closer to the end of his career.
Good D by Rondo.
See, that's the difference. I can give respect to the guys that I know that were great. I watched Kobe the entire time.
Now here's Ennis, guarded by Hardaway.
I can't honestly say that with Jordan.
Teardrop shot. And the nice bucket inside from Ennis.
I just love Jordan when I started recognizing who he was. I'm old enough to see the later years, especially like especially the last 3 championship runs and obviously Wizards. Definitely old enough to see that. Space Jam, all that crap. The colognes, the sneakers, all stuff. Kobe, I literally saw him all the way through. Shaq, same thing. Was a big Grant Hill fan. But that's what it matters. It matters. When people go, Jay-Z's overrated. He's not. He can't be. When Nori bigs him up. Nori's a big deal. It was a big deal at one point in time. It's a big deal now because of the podcast. When 50 says, and 50 always takes shots at Jay-Z. It's competitive. That's the thing people have to realize with the P. Diddy thing. It's competitive. It's just him competing. It's being competitive. So he's going to say stuff like that. That's just how he moves.
We'll try to forget. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at because
all those guys are pretty much mobile, so he's competing.
What a night tonight it was for the chosen one.
50 says stuff like that. Him has bigged up Jay.
His assists were way up there, and he kept everybody moving, working to get open.
Almost any rapper you can think of.
And again, the Rockets good
Even Joe, who had problems with him. Fat Joe had problems with Joe. Now he's signed the title.
Hardaway. Then he pulls it in.
Jim Jones, Cameron, and them always they were with Rockefeller, had problems with Rockefeller, left them. Cameron took shots. Jim Jones, all them guys. Jim Jones signed on. You said you don't think we were listening to that nigga before we got on? There's a level of respect that us fans don't have sometimes. It is what it is, man. You can try to make it seem like he's so overrated. He's not.
It's the kind of shot he can make, but not necessarily one he wants.
So it's Los Angeles.
What's the story of the situation?
Pretty good feeling right now for
there we go. End of the regulation finally.
You know, Kevin, momentum so.
Man, it's taking a while to get this acrobat. I still gotta get the Hall of Fame on it too. I don't even know. I'm getting a 99 this time. I mean, this time. I only got a 95 last time because of the caps. They don't have real cap restrictions like last year. Last year, you had to play my part to unlock caps. There's no. That's what I like about this year. There's no restrictions on whatever you like to play, that's what you can play. I still think there should be a little more breathing room. There should be packages set up, 2K. And nobody watches this, so nobody's going to care about my idea, but I'm putting it out there anyways. There should be packages based on what you like to play. If you're a pro-am type of dude, majority of your VC points and stuff like that, the majority of your should elevate. You don't get that much from pro-am. You don't get that much from my part. But the way you play, it should be a little bit multiplied. If that's what you play, like when the game starts, and it goes through their little prelude or whatever and stuff like that, what it needs to happen is what type of player you are. You like to play pro-am or a part like that, you should be able to pick one of those. If you like to play my career like I like to play my career, majority of your points should come from that. That doesn't mean you don't get points off of park and pro-am, but whatever you like to play majority of, that's where you should get the most points as far as VC experience points. It should be that way. That way, the people that play my part, they don't have to. They can grind at my part and not have to worry about playing my career because they don't want to play it. I love playing my career. One of the rare dudes actually like playing my career. Now this might not be the best my career because you can't skip any. You still can't skip the what's going on. Telling me you'll never be. Niggas ain't raw. Okay, that's the end of my stream. Like, share, subscribe.